What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Flying Dutchman videos. This is my second Tomb Raider video. If you watched the last one, you'll know that we found our first camp, the sheltered cliffside or something like that.
Hello?
And we had been exploring this little area for a bit.
Someone there?
And as you noticed, I talked about this bunker, just now turned into some kind of weird ghost thingy. This is where the game starts to get creepy. Well, not creepy, but weird.
This could be a way through. Damn it.
Just turn the sound down a bit because it was very loud at the time. I've recorded like some 2.5 hours of video. So for the next couple of videos I'll probably be doing, or I will be doing post gameplay commentary instead of live like I did the first one. So you'll probably not notice that whole deal, but so you know.
What are these markings? What am I doing?
But these next 2 hours or so is where the game starts to get interesting. You'll find a lot of new gear and you'll start to figure out what the hell is going on.
Oh God.
You start
This is insane.
next 2 hours are quite interesting. You'll start to find out a lot of stuff, a lot of new gear.
This traditional no mask represents
Start to find out why this island is what it is.
There are traces of white paint on the inside. Whoever used this mask was of noble birth.
Not quite sure that classifies it as hidden or secret information, but okay. You'll find a lot of these no masks during the game. I'm not quite sure how they figure into the game, but
Need something to pry this open.
blood is calls. Yeah, this game really lays on the disconcerting at times. Lots of skulls and animal meat hanging around. Now this is our first new piece of gear, the pry axe. We can use to force open certain doors and strong boxes. As you'll see in a bit, we'll upgrade it later, so you can do more with it and actually use it as a fighting tool as well. Which requires you to do some upgrades, some skill upgrades, before you can use it as a fighting tool, but all in due time. You'll notice the chandeliers or whatever they are helmets, GI helmets, which is a bit freaky, but I wonder if this is some kind of clever disguised loading screen. Having you climb up that ladder for a couple of seconds. This is where it starts to get interesting. We'll meet some, you hear him right now, but we'll meet Matthias, which figures into the game in some very interesting ways, as we'll see as the game goes on.
Lara, you made it. Sam, thank goodness. Surprise.
It's okay. He's one of us.
Sorry if I startled you. This place would make anyone a little jumpy. We just spoke to your crew. They're on their way.
Look, he bandaged my foot.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners. I'm sorry, I'm Matthias.
By the sound of his voice, you'll probably have figured out. Yeah, this guy might be a bit questionable.
Not really cut out for island life, I'm afraid.
Sweetie, you look exhausted. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sam here was just telling me about the Sun Queen.
Right. Himiko.
Can you tell me more?
This is where we get hit with the Himiko stuff
Well,
again.
believe it or not, a couple thousand years ago, Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and
I don't know, but like,
legend says
I don't know if civilization goes back that. Well, it
This
does, but
is where she
not in the sense that
There's
queens
always
and
some truth to
and
myths.
she
organized
commanded an army of samurai warriors,
kingdoms and
her
whatever.
magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds into
and
battle,
samurai
laying
thousands of
waste to
years
all
ago. I don't think they had those,
They
but
say
whatever.
The sun was always at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched, from the mountains to the sea and beyond.
But what happened to them?
Sam? Matthias? Sam? Sam! Shit!
Oh no, she's gone! Dun dun dun! Didn't see that one coming. And more fucked up shit happens to Lara. This bad shit just keeps happening to us in this game. Headshot these wolves as they come for us. Boom, headshot. And magically our buddies show up.
Let go.
It's good to see you, little bird.
I'm so glad you're here. Is Sam with you?
She was with you.
She was here with that man, Matthias. But I passed out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You girls should go want and all.
We need to find them.
Oh, wait. What about Raw?
Okay, let's split up. One of us go with Lara and meet up with Roth. The rest of us should fan out and look for Sam.
I'll go with her. No. Let me.
You know how to use one of these?
It's been a while. It's all coming back to me.
Get to Roth. We'll find Sam and this Matthias guy.
Looks like the crew doesn't really trust Dr. Whitman.
You gonna be okay?
Yes, we just need to rest for a few minutes.
I just got hit in the ankle with a bear trap. I'll be fine.
You sit here. I'll check up ahead.
Okay. Not so bad.
Can't believe we're actually
Yeah,
on
that
an
cleared up
expedition to
just
find
fine, that
Coleman
little
and my
flesh wound in the
ancestors.
ankle.
I mean, ever since I told Lara the story of Himiko years ago, she's been hunting for its location. Never really gave it much thought. That any of this could actually be real history. My grandmother used to tell me the story like it was a memory. Many thousands of years ago, Queen Himiko ruled the land of Yamatai. The sun rose at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched. From the mountains to the sea and beyond. But one day, Yamatai simply disappeared without a trace. Forgotten in time.
Oh no! Japanese Atlantis. Set this stuff on fire and get yourself some salvage. If you explore these little areas, you should have like a decent amount of stuff to. You'll notice we can't yet use that strongbox. That's why we need
I don't like the sound of that.
better pry-axe. Sadly, I forgot to go back to that strongbox after I upgraded it, which is fairly soon after this. So if you're still in this area and you have the better pry-axe, go back to that if you want to get some more salvage. I think it's more salvage than these rickety boxes. So like, if you're looking for weapon upgrades, it's pretty much worth it. Just explore this area for a bit. So watch this stuff if you want to know where some of the GPS tags and documents and whatever are.
Lara's having a
We come across the first hidden
For
tomb.
her sake, I'll keep up a happy face. But something about this expedition has been making me nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach. As we sail closer to the Dragon's Triangle, I'm starting to feel nauseous. And this isn't the excited kind of nerves. What the hell is wrong with me? I should be excited. This trip is going to be awesome. I just need to shake off this feeling. Maybe I can convince Lara to take a break and have a drink with me.
This is a DLC tomb you got when you pre-ordered the game on Steam. I believe it's called the Tomb of the Explorer. Stick with me and I'll show you exactly how you get through this. It's not that hard. So far I've noticed that these secret tombs are not really that long. It takes you like 5 or 10 minutes at most, unless you get stumped by some kind of puzzle, which happened to me later on in the game. You'll probably see that in the videos. That probably won't be for another couple of videos yet though. Again, fire mechanics. So the object here is to make that plane drop from its little perch up in the trees, so we can get up to the loot. Which we do by setting fire to these linen or sail wrappings that are around the trees. Parachute.
This might work as a ramp.
So we need to hit a couple of these little fire thingies to make the plane drop. That's pretty much the puzzle. That didn't go so well. So pick up these lanterns and throw them at the. Well, let's first throw them at these this wrapping. And we won't need those for
There's got to
a
be
minute
a
or
way
so.
to raise it up higher.
I thought at first there would be some loot around the area, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot, except for the well, the object of the instance, which is obviously the ancient artifact we're supposed to get here. So what we're supposed to do here is set fire to that a little chandelier. It'll drop on the pivot, so we jump on that and make it sling over to the other side, which sets fire to that. And things go from there. And we've hit yet another pillar to make the plane drop a bit more. We can jump over here and get some find an area we can't access yet, actually. I don't think I've found anything yet that allows you to get through this stuff. I don't know what would give you access, but so far I've played it for about 3-4 hours now, and so far I've found a better bow, some more guns, and that's basically it. Yeah, and upgrade the pry-axe, but I've not found something that yet that can get us through that kind of door. I mixed up like the progress through the puzzle here. You're supposed to, at this point, kick down the little board we should set on fire at the beginning of getting in here, which is on the other side of the area. So we have to go over here. See, right now the plane is not messed up enough yet to give us a path over there. So what we need to do is go left here. And kick down that plank, which is on fire at the moment. They'll set fire to that rabbit, and that's what makes the plane get into the position we need it to be.
Now what?
Like that. So as you'll notice, the back section of the plane is now high enough for us to get over to the building, but it's full of stuff. So going back to the fire mechanic, what we need to do now is get one of those lanterns and drop it in there and make like set fire to all the cargo so it burns away and we can get through.
That did it.
So yeah, these like you've seen now. These pretty much all the tombs I've seen so far are more or less somewhat like this, fairly simple puzzles. Unless you're just not getting something the game wants you to wants to be obvious. That could happen, but so far they're all fairly straightforward. Generic loot. Just give, like, that's a bit disappointing. That just gives you some salvage. That could have been executed better. Maybe give you something that's relevant to the well, to your experience of surviving on the island. But like I said, I have some issues with developers enumerating exactly what you get in terms of experience. Like, you get 50 experience for shooting this wolf in the head. You get 50 salvage for opening this box. Like that kind of like exactness does away with the feeling of having to survive on the island. Also, generally, the idea of like Lara being new to all like this kind of violence and stuff like that, and it's 10 minutes later goes on to like shoot half a base of bandits in the head. Yeah, I guess that's a video game contrivance. You can't really get away from that. It's the same in the Uncharted games, where Nathan Drake is supposed to be like your average Joe. Well, a bit more than an average Joe, but like someone you can relate to, and then 5 minutes later he's just butchering people all over the place. So now we head back to Dr. Whitman and progress with the story. He's I think these tombs provide you with a nice little break from actually just doing all the story stuff. And who knows how these tombs and these secret areas tie into finding the collectibles like the GPS tags. In these forested areas you'll have fights with these wolves from time to time.
Could have warned me about the wolf stuff.
And if one gets to you, you have to complete a quick time event. salvage. In a few seconds there'll be like up here. If you jump over these supports for the bridge, you can get to a treasure map, which will show you where all the collectibles in this area are, which is very handy. Just press tab and it'll like show you what you've already gotten and what you still can get in the area in terms of GPS cages and documents, and I don't think it shows salvage, but so yeah, the next couple of minutes is just me going through this area and finding all kinds of those collectibles. That was one of the quick time events you're supposed to do if you get grabbed by the wolf. And you can't fail them. Like if you fail the quick time event, you die and have to reload the save or reload the checkpoint.
Who are they worshipping?
Some of these restrictions with the walls where you can climb and can't climb seem a bit arbitrary. So we're loot. A random deer. So as you can see, there's salvage all over the place. I don't think you'll ever be in need of salvage. Some of the upgrades can get expensive, but
Whitman is such a drama queen. I can't believe the hissy fit he threw during the filler shoot. I mean, this is his job, right? It's not like he's offering
so
anything
this
to
is
the
where we
actual
find out the
research part of
crew
this
really doesn't
expedition.
like Whitman, and he's
Once
just
we
being
find
an
Yamatai and
asshole
the cameras are
and
rolling,
like
he'll calm down.
abusing
He might
Lara
be a
for his own
total
needs
pain in
to
the ass,
get his show
but
back
he
on
knows
the
how to
road.
work a scene. I just need to do my job and keep my cool. Lara doesn't know it, but I've been shooting footage of her too. I really want to make sure she gets the credit she deserves. And besides, she looks great on film. I think she's a natural. That's probably gonna drive Whitman out of his mind with jealousy. But by the time he finds out, we'll be enjoying the premiere and Telluride.
I thought there would be some traversal elements here to get up of that wall, but apparently not. It's just some salvage loot from this little baggie. Some very nice use of like lighting in a way, like in the sense with god rays and stuff like that. Just lighting like falling through trusses and perforated areas. Just remember, this is all on normal. Like the game will look even better if you're able to run it on ultra or custom with your own settings. Supposedly, stress effects is very intensive on your GPU, so you might want to leave that off, especially as it's not always realistic. Like the hair will move realistically, but at some points it'll just do strange jumpy animations. At least that's what I've seen from videos, because I do not have it enabled myself. If you can hit him in time, these fight with the wolves become pretty inconsequential, especially since you can just get your arrows back. So it's a general strategy if you don't want to do the quick time event, just seems to be to
Some kind
move
of
back and just
coordinates.
try and headshot them with the bow.
Did someone want these to be found?
Suddenly the tree stump wouldn't the jump wouldn't register anymore, not correctly at least. At any rate, this wasn't where I was supposed to go anyway, so this is all pretty foolish.
Two distinct styles. It is ancient, but these mechanisms, someone built them quite recently. These are fascinating.
I've seen these before. They must be ritualistic.
This female image is particularly interesting.
Looks like it was made quite recently.
By those islanders, no doubt. Judging by the wrecks out there, they were once like us. Survivors. Remarkable.
Yes, well, let's hope we don't become murderers, too.
See if you can work the other one.
The handle's missing.
Together.
Oh, shit! It won't take the force. I'll have to find something sturdier to turn it with.
And that's the cue for us to go make a better pry axe.
Incredible.
Let's see if I can fix this axe.
Seems like Lara's doing all the legwork and Dr. Whitman's just being a dick.
Okay. This is Lara Croft, an archaeologist from the Endurance, shipwrecked on an island in the Dragon's Triangle, east of Japan. This place is incredible. I've seen wrecks here that could date back centuries. We weren't the first, and I know we're not alone. Something isn't right about this place.
Why would survivors
If I don't get off this
worship
island,
ancient
maybe
depths
someone will
of
eventually find this.
All right, Lara.
So before we go through the door, we're just
Shall we give it a
gonna
go,
collect
then?
these last two
Let's
relics
do this,
and then
Doctor.
head up to Dr. Whitman
Whenever
and
you're ready.
help him out. So you can mark things with a waypoint, and then on the waypoint the diamond will show up in your survival instinct vision as the blue diamond, which makes it much easier to find certain things.
Back off!
mask was used in the traditional Japanese no theater. I think it represents a demon, or Oni.
Another no mask.
There's a price
As I
tag.
said, I've not
Looks
figured
like
out
this
yet
one's a replica.
how these figure into the game, but this mask definitely did not originate on this island. You see there's some more stuff I hadn't found yet back in the lower area of the forest. After you get fast travel, you can always go back here and get those for yourself. Another GPS tag. I think at this point I hadn't figured out yet how fast travel works. I think that's something you need to unlock a little further on in the game actually before you can do it. So let's just head back to Dr. Whitman and get that door open. And that'll be the end of this part of the Let's Play. So as you can see it's starting to get a bit dark, so you might as well just get on with it. There's one last scrap of text that's around the gate area, which is near to the left of.
Darling, think before filing those papers. I've sunk the
Tell
last
us
of my
about Dr.
fortune
Whitman's
into this
true motives
expedition, but it's all going
in
to come
coming
back
here.
tenfold. If you divorce me now, you won't see a penny of it. You've been with me since I was nothing. You know what I'm capable of achieving. I haven't lost my touch. I'm just at a low point right now. Don't you see? I'm on to something here. Lara, you remember her, my young protege. She has real data to back up her theories, but she doesn't have my savvy. It's going to be my name on the discovery and my face in front of the cameras. If this all pans out, the show will be huge. If you want to leave me then, I promise I won't fight you, but please, just wait on it. I can't have this kind of publicity.
I'm not sure if you want to try and convince your wife to stay with you, telling you you're abusing your protege for your own ends is the right way to go, but so with new projects we can open this this gate, and that'll bring us to the next part of the story. So that's it for this part of the Let's Play. Please rate, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.